What's up, guys? Justin, our self-supporting here, bringing you guys a brand new video today. Today I'm bringing you guys another Gren Maju video. You guys seem to really be liking the Gren Maju content. And the deck is just really good right now on Master Duel. I'm bringing you guys a few more wins I had in Plat against some meta players the last couple days. And I just wanted to show you guys kind of the best ways to pilot the decks against different types of decks. And also, I did make a few changes to the main deck. I did knock it down to 40, and I also made a going second version I'm going to show you guys. Of course, the more ultra rares you guys have, like the danger monsters, the better it can be. But I do have more so of a budget going second Gren Maju build for you guys today. And also the standard stun, Gren Maju stun going first deck that I actually ended up getting down to 40 cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to make any changes. I might go back to 41. I really like 41. So let's go ahead and get started. First duel today. I don't remember these because it's been a couple days. I just hopped on today to record some of these replays so I can delete them and get you guys some new content. So replay number one, we'll go over it. Okay, so we are opening the Extravagance, drawing the 2, we set 3, and then we pass. The Twin Twister with a Gizmic in hand is just really good because you can discard the Gizmic with Twister, pop 2, and you can recur the Gizmic for Grave. So, playing Thunder Dragon, went ahead and Twin Twistered his back row, discarding the Gizmic. Adds a Thunder Dragon Roar to his hand, allures, draws 2, banishes the Roar, activates the Roar to summon a Matrix, and I went ahead and activated There Can Be Only One, and he chained Feather Duster to that. Well, he didn't change, but he activated Feather Duster, and I chained the Punishment. Went ahead and cleared his board with the Punishment, popping the Aloof Lupine and the Thunder Dragon Matrix, which allows him to add another Thunder Dragon Matrix, but that's okay because he's already used his normal summon for the turn, so he can't put anything on the board. I went ahead and Gizmic at the end of the turn. Check and see what we have banished. Have no Grens banished, and that's pretty much the only card we worry about getting banished. Max Seed, which is completely okay. We like Max Seed. We banished 1 Gren. Set the border and a warning and passed after attacking with 2450. Go ahead and warning the Lupine because I know that they need bodies to summon monsters, so I went ahead and warning the Lupine. Once I flip border against this deck, it's pretty much over. I opted not to Desires. I feel like sitting on these monsters at this point in time is just better than burning through my deck. He goes ahead. What does he go into here? A Relinquished Anima and a Strike It, which is the right thing to do. It's pointing to the border. And then he went ahead and scooped it up. So that is game 1 in the books. Go off to game 2. It's a really solid deck, guys. You just gotta activate things at certain times. And like I said, we'll go over the deck list at the end. There are a few things that I actually have changed and that I think improve the functionality of the deck a little bit, but it's also personal preference. You guys can follow my previous deck profiles and it's just as good. So we're playing Tri-Brigade. Fractal, sending, and then adding. The usual Tri-Brigade stuff. Full combo. Links away. Sure. Oh, it's Appaloosa. So he has a 3 negate Appaloosa with a Revolt set. I'll go ahead and force one Appaloosa Negate out right now. He went ahead and max C's, which is completely okay. He gets one card. It's a 1-for-1 because, I mean, I'm going to special Gizmic. Actually, no, he negated the Gizmic, so... And then I went ahead and give him one card with Eater. He go ahead and use his Revolt. Making the Shureg, gonna banish one. He banished the Gren, which is honestly to be expected. Went ahead and got rid of the Appaloosa. And we're sitting on an Order and a Judgment. And he has the Shureg. I went ahead and Judgmented the Fractal because that card's their starter. And I went ahead and... I guess he didn't know what Eater did because he went in and attacked into it. On the end phase, I chained the Gizmic that I had in hand. Drew into another Judgment. Playing Max Solemns, guys, it's very crucial. The only thing is you can cut one warning if you want to, guys, and play 2. But that's pretty much... I would keep 3 Strike and 3 Judgment guaranteed. I would never cut those cards. They're just too good. Going ahead and Shureg. Banishing another card. Gonna banish the Gizmic probably. I don't know what he's gonna banish. It's been a while. Okay, banish the Eater. That's fine. I go ahead and use Gizmic, popping the Shureg on the, and then go in phase. He activates Tenki. I go ahead and chain Imperial Order. It's a good time to activate the card. We have board presence. You do have to watch your life points here, guys, because you do not want to die to Order. When I have attacked him for 4450, he can't activate monster effects and he can't activate spells. So Tri-Brigade's going to have a really hard time outing this board in general. I went ahead and activated Punishment just to get the monster off the board. And we went ahead and attacked for game. It does shut down your Gizmic, but Border's just way stronger in every situation. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the third duel now. I'm probably not going to go through all the duels, just because we don't want like a 45-minute video, guys, you know. So... they start, I go second. They activate Foolish, I chain the Shifter. So that means whatever he foolishes goes to banish. And so he goes ahead and sends a max C. Normal's a hero, sets 1 and passes. As you notice, my hand is not super good, so I basically set 3, activate Duality. He goes ahead and he mask changes into the Dark Law. And he's going to snatch the card. Which is completely okay. We grab the Desires and Dark Law's effect activates. And he banishes the Desires. Which is actually really good. We want to keep the Gren, guys. He sets 1, swings and passes, and then I open the card we need. I go ahead and Eater for all but 1, I believe. Yeah, all but 1 Natisse to keep Punishment live. And then I pass on Gren and Eater with 3 set back row, 2 warning, and a Judgment. He uses Hero Lives. I go ahead and Judgment that. I should have warninged that, guys. In that situation, use the warning before the Judgment. That was my fault, because I actually just cut off my second warning because of that. He chalices, targeting the Gren, sets 1 and passes. I don't know why he did that. He should have just set the chalice. I drew into the Harpies, activated it, go battle, and swing for game with the Gren Maju. And that's it for the third duel. And that was against a Plat 2 player. And then to the fourth duel. Probably show this one and one more duel, and then we'll get on to the deck profile, guys. Maybe we'll show 2 more. We'll see how long these duels last. So I actually extravagance. Okay, I was like, I think one of these games I actually misplay, and I don't chain the shifter. But he went ahead and chained the max C to that. You know, I don't know how guy got the Plat 2 chaining max C to extravagance, but hey, it is what it is. Back in my day, we chained them to summons to guarantee at least one draw. So I drew 3 really good traps, and I went ahead and passed it off, and he's still under shifter. So he lightning storms. I go ahead and chain Imperial Order. It's a little early, but I do have cards banished, and I can't afford to lose the judgments. I can win with Gizmic Beatdown. And then I noticed he Gizmicked, and I was like, oh, wow. So I go ahead and judgment the Gren Maju, summon, and he battle phases, and I Gizmic on battle phase. And then he ends. And then I know he's going to Giz again. So I main phase 2. He goes ahead and passes, which thank God he didn't have the Gren Maju there, even though I could have handled it if he did. Eater that so it can't return, and then I swing with the Gizmic, and then I pass back to that guy. He's still under Imperial Order as well. If I didn't have the judgment there, that would have been GG. And he went ahead and scooped it up, so that was a quick mirror. I don't think I've ever lost the mirror, honestly. So I think we just did the fourth, so we'll do this one. Going first, opened a pretty good hand. Start out with Desires, drawing 2, duality. Opted to grab the Foolish. I Foolish burialed the Gizmic to the grave. Set 3 and passed. So I basically allow myself to set up for an OTK next turn. Because I have an Extravagance, Gizmic, and a Gren in hand. So that's equivalent to like 6,000 damage. And I'll have a Gizmic on board, so that's an OTK. I went ahead and activated the Imperial Order because, you know, people always draw the Lightning Storms. And I went ahead and warninged the Express Knight because we're not fooling with that. Rank 10 decks need their starting summons, so I knew after that it was over. Gizmic on the end phase. Paid the 700 for Imperial Order, activated Gren, and I went ahead and attacked for game. And that was a very quick duel, guys, and we'll go on to the next one. We'll do one more duel, and then we'll cover the deck profiles, guys, of the 2 decks for you guys to try out. I think it's this one. There's so many. I'm going to delete all these guys and get you guys some fresh gameplays. One of the viewers recommended a card to me. I think it's called Lord of the Heavenly Prison or something like that. Well, it's actually not in this game. I looked it up and was going to actually, you know, experiment, and it's actually not in the game yet. So if you are watching out there, man, I did try. Unfortunately, it's not in the game. Unless I just completely butchered how I spelled the card. And if so, I apologize. So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure you guys hit that like button. Comment below And also, consider subscribing, guys. We really appreciate it. Growth has been great. Views have been really good on videos, and I really appreciate that. And honestly, road to 100 subscribers, guys. Share the video with your friends and anybody that is newer to the game. This deck would actually be absolutely perfect. So, yeah. He went and chained. We're playing Dark Magician. He went in and chained Secrets of the Dark Magician. And I chained there can be only one to that because everything in the deck is Spellcaster. So, he just couldn't summon anything. I have 2 cards banished, so I opted not to summon the Gren. And I took 1,600 directly, and he passed it back over to me. Top deck to Pot of Extravagance, which was basically one of the best cards we could draw. That's why I play so many draw cards. Set of Judgment, swung into the Magician's Rod, and passed it back. Went ahead and Judgmented that. He's set 1 and in-phased. I drew another Judgment. Decided to Pot of Desires. Draw 2, set 2, and swing for in. As you see, guys, you do a lot of damage in this deck really quickly. So that's the whole point. Just get Gren on the board, or you just play a really slow, grindy game. It kind of just... It's one way or the other. You either OTK or you play a really slow, grindy game. So we're going to go ahead and go to the 2 deck profiles today, guys, and we're going to go over them. And I'm going to explain to you guys my choices. Let's go ahead and start out with the deck that you guys were just watching. It is currently at 41 cards, so I actually did bump it back up to 41 cards. I cut There Can Be Only One, but we'll go over that. So I played the 2-Eater. The monster lineup's never going to change. 2-Eater, 3 Gren, 3 Border, 3 Shifter, and 3 Gizmic. These monsters are standard in Gren Stun. I don't really know what else to recommend to play. You could play more hand traps, but I don't know what I would recommend you cutting. So I play the Raigeki, Feather Duster, and the Foolish. All these are really good cards. Going first or second. I mean, this card's good going first or second. These 2 cards are obviously the going second cards. But this card is just good to get Gizmic in the grave quickly. Especially if you don't draw it. Because this is just a good recursion card. Keeps you alive. You want it in your grave. And, I like it. It's okay. You could cut it, though, if you want. It's not necessary. 3 Duality conflicts a little bit with Eater and Gizmic, but it's not that big a deal if you prioritize your cards. 3 Desires and 3 Extrav. This is obvious. These are the best cards in the deck. I opted to cut the Twin Twister and play 2 Lightning Storm. I know it's a little more expensive, guys. You guys can obviously play the Twin Twister. I just like Lightning Storm because I decided going second, I have to draw one of these 4 cards. I have to draw any of these 4 in order to win the game. So that's why I decided that these cards are good, and Twin Twister requires that this card, sometimes you just won't have that extra card. So that's why I changed it. So yeah. So we play 2 Punishment, 3 Judgment, 3 Warning, and 3 Strike. If you wanted, you could cut this and play it at 40, cut the 1 Warning. And then I obviously play the 1 Win card. I mean, if you activate this card and it resolves, you win. And then I play the Macrocosmos. So this, you guys haven't seen it in the duels I was showcasing, but this card's really good. It hinders a lot of decks. It's basically a shifter for the whole duel. I mean, you go first, you draw this. If you don't have shifter, it's just good. So, I mean, you basically have 4 copies of shifter. So, that's the reasoning behind that. So, play 3 Datis and the 1 5-headed dragon. You just have this card, and, it's a good target for the punishment for the bigger guys. I play the Utopia package, and I play the rank 8s. And then I play the Nightmares, 2 Cerberus, 2 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and then 1 Boral Sword. These cards can almost be anything. I just kind of figured these are kind of stable cards. Most everyone will have these cards. The only cards you truly need, guys, are the Natises. This could, if you guys want 100% budget, these could be all just nothing. Because I never go into these cards. So really, you just need the Natises for the punishment, and that's basically it. So that's it for the first deck, and then I actually built a going second deck, and this card could be a lot better, but I do not have Danger Bigfoots. So this is how I built it, and I'll explain it to you guys. So basically, it's going second Gren. I play the 2 Eater still, the 3 Gren. I play the 1 Ash because I didn't craft any more than the one that they gave you. Then the 3 Shifter still, and I play 2 Godarla. Also, if you wanted to, you guys could play Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. That's just, I don't have it right now. So I tried to build this as budget friendly as possible for you guys. You know, considering obviously you have to have the staples for the deck. So, going second cards. I play this because a lot of times they'll out your Gren and it'll be in the grave. So sometimes if you just draw this card late game and you resurrect the Gren, you could just literally OTK them like that. So that's why that was the theory on this card. It's okay. Yeah, that's the only theory. You don't have to play it though. Then I played the Foolish to get the Gizmic in the grave faster so I can OTK. 3 of the draws, 2 Lightning Storm for going second, and then the 1 Prosperities. I do not play Duality, as you can see, because I do not want to interrupt my special summoning. I have to special summon going second to win the duel. So I cut them, and I opted to play just 1 Prosperity instead. And then I do play 2 Twin Twister and 2 Heavy Storm Duster. You can cut the Heavy Storm Dusters. They're not that good going second. I just put them in there because I didn't really know what was better. So, and 2 Punishment, 3 Judgment, 3 Strike, and the 1 Imperial Order. I do not play Warning in this build, just because you need more of your going second cards, and I just figured to cut those entirely. So, then for the extra deck, it's basically exactly the same, minus the Boral Sword plus the Cowboy. So, it's basically the exact same as the other one. 3 Natis, 1 5-headed, Utopia package, Cowboy, the rank 8 of your choice. This could be number 38, just the only one I have. And then the Nightmare package. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this has been a longer video today, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. And let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I am a free-to-play player, so I am limited in my card pool. But I do try my best to bring you guys fresh content with new duels every day. So, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.